got overthrown, but I believe the counts. And the counts are now on the king. Oof, this one guy's been streaming King of the Castle for 7.5 hours. Oh, you back, Alex? Everyone back? Swede, Envoy, or Fog, and Alex, y'all here? Alright, Fog's here. I see Alex just got back. Swede, you here? The honest Swede. I am. Alright, everyone ready? We start now. Y'all get to choose your factions, schemes, and all that. Start off council introductions. Can everyone hear me alright? Just want to make sure audio's fine. Do I need to be louder, quieter? You can tell me. Events have proceeded exactly according to plan. The throne is ours. Now just remember our agreement. In all matters of state, you shall favor the East. The East is supreme! Very good. Now introduce yourself to the council, but don't forget what I told you today. Thank you, Alex. I won't forget what you told me today. We got Fog from the Patricians. A pleasure, Your Serene Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And then we got the honest Swede. May the ninth god bless your reign, your majesty. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile, what do you think? Will she be a good little queen and do what she's told? Too early to tell. We should have a backup plan, just in case. The counts can choose to go loyalists, if that's their scheme. We choose schemes soon, very soon. Your majesty, you may have won the throne from Queen Kalara III, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens in your coronation. Should I get changed to my waterproof robes then? It may be for the best, your majesty. Shall we call the nobles in? We will not do that. In exchange for lower taxes, I won't vote C. Well, you could vote... Well, right now, you just choose what happens. If you vote D... Oh, I don't care if you vote C. C's the fun one. It doesn't really... I honestly prefer B because it doesn't really do anything. Alright, so it is C. Throwing me in the river. It is decided the queen will be thrown into the river. And so it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you up to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of your nobles stifling giggles? I did wear my waterproof robes, you're right. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Well, let's see how I hope the kingdom will remember me. I'm thinking... Well, I did Saint, Farming... Did I do... Okay, I already did these two. I think I did... I think I did these three. I did... Alright, so I should probably... Okay, I'm gonna do as a peacekeeper. I'm not sure if I did it, but I will do it. Once you have an arrow, I'll turn to discuss, okay? It's all fine. Florian of the Fog Envoy family, well-known former pirate, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Zhoya. Something must be done. Alright. Fog, which one do you choose to do? By the way, if there's ever one that's lower Defiance and that's like the goal, please don't choose it. And I don't like those ones. Are always very boring. Someone always chooses them every playthrough. But all of these are fun. I think Monopoly is one unique to patricians. So if you wanted to do that, you could. I like the unique ones because the unique ones there, I think it's either 3 or 4, but there are 3 generic ones and then 3 unique ones per faction. The patricians plan to privatize this entire damn kingdom. First, they must build up their industry. To advance their schemes, they must raise their trade to 5 or more. You need to raise your trade by 2. KotC of the Honest Swede lineage, eccentric political mastermind, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Alright. Honest Swede, what are you choosing? I think these 2 are unique ones. And I think this is just a generic one. Raise zone farming. The grandee claimant KotC has been chosen by the 9th god to be next queen. She has promised a first miracle. Food for all. To advance their schemes, grandees must raid their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Alright, well, that's done. Jeremy of the Alex the Kind of Just Dynasty. Infamous Eastern chess master leans delicately on a podium sighing. Most excellent. Zhoya now sits on the throne. And the counts are in charge as they should be, but other regions will already be scheming to depose her. Do we stay loyal to the queen, or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? Alright, Alex. Please don't choose possession. I really don't like the lower Defiance ones. Are just annoying. I like these 2. These are both cool. Alright, loyalist. That settles it then. Long live the queen. May she bring glory and honor to the east. But we can always change our mind if Zhoya ever gets out of line. We can take up arms and get rid of the old-fashioned way. Aid the queen. Raise stability. However, if Defiance gets too high, they can change their mind. We never got past Scheme 1. I played a pack game where lower Defiance was the goal and the other 2 factions and monarchs worked to get us up to 10 Defiance. Yeah, that's what I do if people choose Defiance, because it's just so boring. The lower Defiance ones. I haven't seen KotC in here in a long-ass time, but KotC always would vote the lowest Defiance one. Nobles. I don't want any of those. Get those out of here. Your Holiness, a forest on my land has been completely overrun by giant spiders. Some are as big as horses. The trees are shredded and... well, the thing is about Defiance is that you can just rebel. And that's also fine. That's also a path to victory. If you rebel, that also encourages others to rebel. The trees are shrouded in webs and travelers are going missing. We must put a stop to this. Alright, everyone. First vote. What does everyone want? Spider Knights? We must learn to coexist with giant spiders. Alright, we got 1 vote D. 1 vote C, 1 vote D. Coexist! They're monsters! Mandibles dripping with venom, snatching merchants off the roads and string them up to suck them dry. Perhaps we can change that. By the 9th. These are arachnids! We won't get far with diplomacy. You send your chancellor to Quail University. Perhaps the scholars will have some ideas for how you and the spiders can coexist peacefully. The Honest Swede strides into the council. Grandee the Honest Swede strides into the council chambers, brandishing a clay pot from which grows a long leafy plant with floppy yellow flowers. Our expert farmers have discovered a new kind of plant, Your Majesty. I thought you might like to name this exciting new discovery. What do y'all want to name it? Honest Swede, what do you want to name it? You found it. What's the name? Tell me, Honest Swede, what do I name it? Descriptive. I like it. The stuff grows wonderfully fast. It tastes horrible, but the farm animals don't mind. I suggest we grow it in the south as livestock feed. Or perhaps it would make a nice addition to the palace decor. I personally like B because the farming can't go up for the grandees and it just lowers their defiance, so it really doesn't do anything besides make me not have to bribe them later. Alright, ending the vote. It is tied because I used Monarch's Volt. We will cultivate it in the south. Raise that, lower that. See, it doesn't go any higher. And this is going down. Southern farmers plant fields of Planty McPlantface to support their livestock. It spreads alarmingly fast, and the pastures become known as Planty McPlantface C. Villagers claim you could walk a day and not reach the end. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The counts with the Order of the Drowned Rose, the patricians with champion gladiators, and the grandees with battle nuns. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you just hire foreign mercenaries. The Queen knows better than anyone that our knights will keep her safe from danger and improper grammar. I have made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. Can't rebel yet. I'll go with Eastern. I'll go with the I'll go with the patricians. Blood and stars, Your Majesty. How could you choose them? I will make the arrangements at once. The gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women underdressed, eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry. They gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. Alright everyone, auction time. It's ! fund space the letter space the amount you want to spend. Patricians want to get trade up. Grandees want to keep farming up. And counts want to put farming down for grandees and trade down for them. I've started. Alright. At least they're doing the 1 gold funding. I like this. Using the big brain. Not spending 500 gold right off the bat. I appreciate it. Nice. Ooh, 10 gold. 11. Ooh, someone's... Alex, you're getting a little pricey there. 6 gold. 15. Oh my lord. We're just rolling in gold now. 19. Holy shit. Alex, you're gonna go bankrupt pretty soon. Fog, you did not get it in time. I did realize the delay is 3 seconds. A little less than 3, by the way. Coexisting with spiders. Greetings, Your Majesty. I'm an arachnologist you sent for. Having spider problems. Some giant spiders, to be precise. Pteracnus magnum, colloquially known as the giant spider or gigantula, a fascinating specimen with many practical uses. You can raise them as livestock and milk them for their potent venom, or you can harvest their silk, which makes for fine sails and formidable armor. Last but not least, you could train them from birth to be ridden as mighty steeds. Who could resist a cavalry regiment that comes in the battle atop these mighty arachnids? The possibilities are endless, but first you need to get a hold of some eggs. Not an easy task, I'm afraid. Alright. Everyone, what shall we be voting? Alright, looks like we're going C. Local farmers drive their herd into the web-surrounded wood. Hideous squealing and scrunching noises ring out from across the trees as spiders devour their prey. Once the arachnids are too full to move, thieves dart into their nests and recover their eggs. The thieves return with a wagon groaning on their glistening heap of spider eggs. You order them sent to nearby farms to be hatched and raised as livestock. Hopefully southern farmers are up to the task. Alright, 1 second. My camera cut out again. Alright, there we go. Putting on a show. Your esteemed highness, I have the most wonderful solution to all the excess gold cluttering your treasury. Oh my god, my camera just keeps shutting off. That's tragic. We should put on a mock-sea battle in the coastal arena. For too long we put up with gladiators fighting to the death on dry land. Boring. That sounds expensive. That's the point. It would be the event of the century. We waterproof the arena, fill it with seawater, then we crew a few custom-built ships with our most expendable gladiators and have them duke it out before their screaming crowd. It does sound fun. It also sounds very... Ooh, let's do this one. Let's do it. Hey. Let's, you know, no one else is here. Let's just, you know, have some fun. Alright, the vote's over. Just fixing my camera that's inevitably going to break in 3 seconds again. Oh, marvelous! I shall make the arrangements at once. A few weeks later, the mock sea battle is held in Thalasis. You watch from a royal box. 2 ships battling each other, tossed on artificial waves. Gladiators swinging on ropes with cutlasses between their teeth. A naked spectator swimming across the arena and getting eaten by a shark. This is the show. The show has everything you'd hope for and more. A few competitors drown, of course, but that's what they signed up for. The show attracts tourists from across the kingdom and inspires a wave of patriotic peasants to join the coastal navy. A grand success. Your Majesty, it's important for you to find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding any eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? Alright, Polishman ain't here, right? So I can choose this and be safe. No one's gonna threaten to rebel if I choose this. I'll take that as a yes, the lack of response. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Y'all should tell that to Polishmen. It's an easy enough decision. You'll marry into the counts as we agreed before you took the throne, right? Right? I'm sorry, Fog. I'm gonna pay you back in another way soon. I was gonna cool tax you, but it's just kind of useless to have 0 defiance, so that way you can have defiance. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. Where did it all go? I couldn't possibly say, Your Majesty. Perhaps you've been spending it a little too freely. Apart from raising taxes, we have a precious few options. You can get a bank loan, sell off jewels, or crack open a tomb. Okay, I want stability, so I think here's what we'll do. I'll just sell off. I don't want to take out a loan. It is a humiliating affair. Selling off your symbols of power makes you look weak and desperate. Oh, look at this tiara. Fetching, isn't it? Don't mind if I do. Hey, check out this scepter. It's like I'm the queen. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance and a partner for life. Indeed, your majesty. The chancellor leads you to the great hall where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by cloth. Wait, I don't even... Oh, alright. Let's see the eligible bachelors. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Nymphadora, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Alex dynasty. According to the count, she's just a little naive, but that may just be compared to the utter ruthlessness of the Eastern counts. She has a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there, conducting bizarre experiments. She got in trouble with the Inquisition a while ago, but it didn't come to anything. An intriguing candidate. If you're looking at gold, here's how much everyone has, by the way. From the coast, we have Eulilia, the wealthy heiress to noble patrician Fog Envoy's estate. She's always getting herself into trouble for some reason or another. Her interests are typical of the coast. Money, money, and money, making more of it. And apparently she has a dark side, though. I don't know much more about it. And finally, from the south, we have Zakintha, the eldest daughter of the honest Swede lineage. Prone to depressive episodes, apparently, but she means well. Like many in the South, she claims to put her faith above the ninth god above all worldly concerns. Actually, she's a little intense. She calls herself an avatar of the ninth justice. So what do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I've made my decision. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't think the coast was an option. It was, I'm either doing the south or the east. Do we want the lab or the avatar of Zhoya? We'll do the lab. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. Towering vines. Our lovely Planty McPlant face is flourishing, which is wonderful, but a few naysayers are concerned. Which is ridiculous. The vegetation only swallowed a few villages. It's perfectly fine. I say we offload it. Get that trade up. Holy shit, there were 6 king... What? Alright, boys, it just might be us 3 for a bit. There are about 6 King of the Castle streamers on right now. Harvesting isn't easy, with the scent of from the blooms causing euphoria, then exhaustion. But the coal reduces the spread. Huge quantities of Planty McPlantface are sold off to Ashmead as cheap animal feed, and the grandees are delighted by such an economic boost. Let's get y'all wealthy for being here, eh? No, I didn't mean to do that first, but oh well. Your wedding to Nymphadora is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Nymphadora at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded life? I do. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. After the wedding, of course, is a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Nymphadora, delivers a short but heartfelt toast expressing a wish to get to know you better. By the time you find yourself alone with Nymphadora, it's past midnight and you never felt more tired. I must profess, I'm glad that's over. We can finally talk openly to each other. Now, I must admit, I feel the same way. I'm glad to hear it. It must be difficult being queen, constantly surrounded by liars, lickspittles, and flatterers. I don't know how you stand it. It's tough, but I have to do my duty. By the blood of the dead, I feel for you. I couldn't do it. After finishing the last of the wine, you head to your separate bedchambers. It seems your wife is happy to take her time getting to know you. I know. What a lovely... That's the first time that's ever happened. They've ever just sat and had a conversation, Alex. First time it's happened in a while. Uh-oh, we'll get to that diplomatic incident in a bit. Apparently something has escaped from the cellars of Count Alex's castle. I've asked for an eyewitness report from a local. Hello, your majesty. It was a right unholy sight. A monster stitched together from dug up parts from the village cemetery. I recognize my Aunt Edna's earlobes. Bring me Count Alec. This creature is my life work, your majesty, and my son. His escape was regrettable. He just wanted a chance to see the village up close. Rest assured, I've chained him up far more securely in my dungeon to ensure this won't happen again. It's too late for that, Count. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It is the only way to cleanse the world of your evil. Free the monster, everyone. So if you vote D, you get 500 gold, everyone. Vote D, you get 500 gold. You know, it's looking like Fridays aren't a good day to stream King of the Castle. Alright, we all got D. Everyone's here. Alright, ending it so y'all get your money. The money. No, your highness, the boy's not ready for freedom. This will end in disaster. The council would free this unholy monstrosity and allow its twisted creator to go unpunished. What kind of message does this send? You're all mad. You'll see. Doom will come to the east. Doom. Luckily, the High Inquisitor's prophecy proves nonsense. The so-called abomination turns out to be a gentle fellow with a green thumb and a fondness for puppies. Soon enough, he's won over the villagers who allow their children to go on piggyback rides with him. He spends most of his time in the fields, growing flowers and vegetables for the community. Alex couldn't be more proud. Good job, Alex. Proud of your kid. Well, my scheme is bust now. What scheme are you, honest Swede? Nah, you're still there. A letter from Ashmead, your majesty. I'm afraid the planting McPlant face you sold them has overrun their villages, just as a threat to do in the south. I've convinced them that it was not intentional, but relations remain tense. I suggest we send them something to soothe the situation. I'm monarching vote A, so unless you all disagree, it's A. Yeah, since it is just us three, I might not be playing a lot of games today because I do have practice today, and it seems like there are a lot of people playing King of the Castle right now. Tuesday seems like my day to play this, so next week I'm probably going to do on Friday a variety stream, but Tuesday will be my King of the Castle day. The Ashmedian Emperor may be petulant, but he is a valuable ally and a dangerous enemy. You arrange a gold-plated statue of a thoroughbred horse to be shipped over as a balm for stung pride. You soon receive a gracious letter thanking you personally for the gift. Tales of your generosity spread far across the kingdom and beyond. As for the planting McPlant face, the source of all this tension, it's hard to keep under control, and southern farmers must constantly battle to ensure it does not spread too far again. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The coastal economy is strong. What will we do with all this coin? Time to start buying things, my friend. Lands, roads, bridges, we'll buy up the whole kingdom piece by piece. But first, the queen must be in desperate need of our gold. 15 or less. The prophesied ninth herald is finally manifested on Celeste Oth, taking the form of a humble noble known as Cardosa, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. AFC Plays, hi. Hello, I've been lurking in chat since I'm about to go live, but I'll be here to pad out the numbers. Have fun. Thank you so much. Or so the grandees claim. Haha, peasants all over the Salt are flocking to you, Cardosa. I knew you could go live. AFC, are you playing King of the Castle, by the way, or are you playing something else? Peasants all over the kingdom flocking to you, Cardosa. I know you could do it. The plentiful crops have been a significant boon to our economy. Now that's what I call a miracle. Praise be, but this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead our holy crusade against the false queen. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will wake up and take arms. It might be thundering outside, I don't know. But someone just might be moving something. Something's behind me. Yeah, leaps in force stability. Fuck, I need money for that one. So what are you streaming today, AFC? Behold, your highness. Count Alex pulls aside a tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Nicholas. The statue is impeccably detailed. His expression is a frozen grimace. Sad sight, is it not? The sculptor is most talented. No, your grace, this is not a statue. It seems the stone maiden is abroad in the east. Oh, I know she's abroad. She's called the Stone Maiden. This is no laughing matter. She's a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Nicholas on his latest walk in the cemetery. Please, your highness, we must do something. Nope. Baldur's Gate 3 doing a permadeath run, so if a companion dies, I can't use him again. Already lost a Starion. I am currently also playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not streaming it, I'm just recording it and uploading it to my YouTube. Playing it with 3 friends on Tactician. Alright. 55%. You send for an expert folklorist from Quail University. According to legend, the Stone Maiden always stays far inland, away from the shore. Perhaps there's something there? I think so. That's a solution. A saline solution. She must react badly to the seawater. You send a squad of knights, each armed with a blindfold and a bucket of water. To your great surprise, it works. As soon as she's drenched, the Stone Maiden shrieks and flees back to her underground lair, where she falls into an immortal slumber. I hope you enjoy your stream, AFC. Greetings, your majesty. I was the fella tasked with looking after the spider eggs, and I'm pleased to say they've grown up into nice, plump, young specimens. Big as house cats and near as tame. Only as big as cats? Oh, don't you worry, your majesty. They'll grow. You won't believe how much they eat. They'll be as big as horses before you know it. I suppose this means we should decide what we should actually do with all these damn spiders. We definitely are doing this, right? Do we want to train them as steeds? Alright, we're gonna train as steeds. I'll put 500 gold on it. Everyone, 500 gold for A. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm just noticing I'm unfollowed from a bunch of people I used to follow. Like, I'm not followed to AFC either. I have them recommended on my thing, I think. You order the spiders sent to a nearby stable and trained as steeds. Within a few months, the Knights of the South are riding not on horseback, but spiderback. They're terrifying in battle, enormous, venomous, and hungry. Soon the spider riders of the South pass into legend. Even the grand... Okay, hold on. I just misread that. Soon the spider riders of the South pass into legend. That makes me believe like they disappeared. Even the grandee Anna Swede was forced to agree that spider husbandry was a fantastic idea despite his initial misgivings. Yes, y'all be filthy rich, trust me. I think the most... I think someone has 6,000. Ah, Zhoya. I've come to ask a favor. I recently purchased a very rare reagent for one of my alchemical studies. This is a Kyrian Black Pearl. Lamentably, it's been delayed. I was buying it from Noel Patrician Fogg. It'd be great if you could chase it up on my behalf. I'll look into it. How exquisite. Let me know how you fare. Fog, what have you done? Get in my room! Greetings, Your Serene Highness. What can I do for you? I hear you have something for my wife. Lamentably, I cannot give you a black pearl just yet. The pearls are worth quite a lot at the moment, more than any simple white pearl, and the supply has dried up ever since that merchant vessel sank on the way back from Valimir. My point is, I'm afraid that the price the Queen Consort paid will no longer cover the cost of the item. I know you're poor and I want to pay for it, but so am I. I don't have money. Excellent. A pleasure doing business with you, Your Serene Highness. Nymphadora receives the black pearls by a week's end. She is most pleased. Deep in the backrooms of the royal palace, the eastern counts are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. On a wall is a corkboard filled with pins and crisscrossed by colored string. The queen has married Nymphadora at last. Now she just needs to get on with producing an heir. We can't hold off the other regions forever. Indeed, the clock is ticking. The coastal economy is booming. Even more than usual. I'm convinced the patricians are hoarding wealth for some nefarious end. I just can't figure out what. But we gotta keep up our efforts. Queen Zhoya isn't gonna go anywhere on our watch. Continue aiding me. Alright, everyone. Stability down for grandees, and that's really it. I'll be honest, y'all should just fund A and C. Because y'all really need to, like... The stats are kind of low. And I'm just not sure the grandees are, you know, gonna get the old 4 or less. Alright, we're getting the A. Oh, we got 10, 1, 2. Alright, we got trade up and faith up. Probably the best options, honestly. A tempting offer. Your Majesty, it has come to my attention across the kingdom there are all manners of roads, bridges, and walls, canals. And what do they all have in common? Most of them are crumbling. And the upkeep costs an arm and a leg, am I right? And yet they make you no money. I'm willing to take them off your hands, saving you the cost of upkeep, and pay you handsomely in return. Ask your treasurer, it makes perfect financial sense. What do you make of it, treasurer? The treasury's not exactly looking healthy, and this would be a welcome cash injection. I can't work out why the patricians would be this helpful. It's suspicious. Should we call a council vote? Everyone get 500 gold for voting A. 500 gold for A. Everyone gets money here. We're all happy. We're all friends. Friends love each other. If these roads and bridges can pay for themselves, then surely we won't need to sell them off. That's the logic. Unfortunately, in practice, it makes everyone extremely angry. Soon nobles and peasants alike are calling for your head on a spike. Bah, not really. Your Majesty, I had booked this meeting intending to discuss our financial woes, but you've solved that issue on your own. Congratulations. We're all friends, and friends love each other, okay? Your marriage to Nymphadora has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. If only. Me and my friends would talk about making a game like this and making it just better. Damn, I guess it is thundering, huh? My wife and child will have a child together. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet up to plot their latest scheme. To what do I owe this pleasure, Madame Treasurer? Oh, give it a rest. You know I'm here. Let's hurry this up, shall we? Where do I sign? Here, here, and here. There you go. You've got what you wanted. Now give me the money. Of course. Goodbye, Madame Treasurer. Did my eyes deceive me? Was that the royal treasurer you were speaking with? Indeed, my friend. Good news. With the Queen's gold running out, the treasurer is willing itself the kingdom's roads and bridges. Soon this kingdom will be ours, but what will we do once we own everything? Oh, God. Well, what are you gonna do, Fog? Are you gonna raise stability or lower authority? All right. Soon we'll have the Queen dancing to our tune. We just need to make sure the kingdom is a nice, comfortable rut. For the final stage, they must raise it to 10. Deep in the south, a grandees paces along the balcony of his hillside villa. It's not enough. The peasants love KotC and believe the miracles, but they won't rise up and put her on the throne. They'll just come around. The Queen's golden age can't last forever, can it? The grandees must lower stability to 4 or less. Everyone getting taxed. A risky wager, that's why. Hold on to your mask, hats, and other accessories, everyone. Grandy the Honest Swede is about to lose a huge amount of money. We bet our life savings on a boat race around the coast, and I'm sure I will win the day. So sure, in fact, that I petition the council to officially sponsor my voyage. What makes you so sure? Depths below, your esteemed highness. I am a patrician. We practically learned to sail before we can walk. They're talking rubbish, your holiness. My caravel will beat Fog Envoy's old boat. The 9th will bless my path. If you sponsor me, or sponsor anyone, sponsor me. How is this bad? Oh. Okay, who has the most money? So it's Envoy and Swede. Sponsoring both. You know what? Everyone get your money. 500 gold on C plus y'all get gold. There we go. Money all around. Neither noble knows what to say. Obviously they were hoping for special treatment, but you keep your reputation as a monarch who won't take sides. Excitement builds as merchants and florists flock to the starting town. Soon both boats embark on their journey. They look very small and flimsy against the vast ocean backdrop. Your August Majesty, I understand you've elected to sponsor both competitors, but surely you have a sense that one will outdo the other. Yes, I do. Oh, marvelous. Where shall you place your bet? I'm gonna bet on this. I'll bet on Fog to win. Excellent choice. To sponsor both, but bet on one? Perhaps that showed your true opinion, How much would you like to bet? As much as I can. 500. 500 gold it is. Marvelous. You won't regret it. You return to the capital to wait of the race. A new plague. Yo, oh, it's dancing plague, not crystal pox. Your esteemed highness, the coast has been struck with a plague. But not just any plague. A dancing plague. You're pulling my leg. This is no laughing matter, your serene highness. It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villagers are dancing themselves half to death. Okay. See. How bad can dancing be anyway? Dancing playing might bring some life to the masses. Why not let it spread? Soon half the kingdom is dancing around the clock as the plague hits other regions, including the capital. Productivity is down and crops begin rotting in the fields, but at least everyone appears to be having a good time. A blood-red comet was spotted in the night sky over the coast, Your Serene Highness. The citizens are claiming it is a terrible omen. The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do? I'll tell them there's nothing to worry about. You deliver a speech reassuring the peasants of the coast that the comet isn't a good or a bad thing, just a thing. Probably the ninth god riding a chariot or whatever. Fortunately, the common folk take your word. After all, if the queen says something, you better listen. The peasants go back to work in the fields, ignoring the comet entirely. Just told them to fuck off. The counts are gathered in an empty council hall late at night. A new report from one of their spies has just come in. Drakov's bones! The patricians have bought up pretty much the entire kingdom, and now they're finally preparing to collect on their investment. They've wormed their way into every institution they possibly can. So what? We'll just fight them. Don't you get it? They own everything. The forges that make our weapons, the farms that feed our soldiers, even the bridges that they'd have to march over. Is it too late to stop them? Legally speaking, there's nothing we can do, and the queen is yet to produce an heir. Perhaps it's worth changing tack. If it's too late for Queen Zhoya, we might want to get out while we still can. Our only other option right now is to retake the throne by force, if we think Zhoya is too weak to hold it. But that's an all-or-nothing play. If we rebel now, all our goodwill will be gone, not to mention a few of our heads if we lose. We'll be back to square one. Alright. Alex, I've been giving you money. I feel like you should give me some money here. Give me some money. Give me some money, Alex. Give me the money. Give me the money right now. I want the money.
Yeah, let's go. Give me the money.
Excellent. This should help Zhoya keep a good grip on her finances, but we can't do it all for her. Thank you. I appreciate it. Throws money, Mad Queen. I'll get rid of Monarch's vote. Royal Gamble. I'm a big fan. Shady business. Do I see a crab? I don't. Your Majesty, I'm sure you'd be very concerned to hear the letter I have from Grandee the Honest Swede. I'm sure you don't need to worry about that, Your Esteemed Highness. Let's move on to a different vote. How about, nay, I will speak. The Honest Swede writes, we are practically nose to nose, but while my crew was busy rowing, I saw a coastal ship sneaking into a sheltered bay. I speak ill of the patricians, but it looked very much like smugglers avoiding the capital's import fees. This is preposterous hearsay gossip. Nothing more. Oh, wait, hold on. Everyone get 500 gold for this option. 500 gold for D. Where's the third? Where are you, on a speed? There we go. Patricians are very pleased not to be punished, and their smuggling only grows more blatant from this point on. Meanwhile, it turns out that the smugglers are excellent at nipping around foreign coasts pretending to be merchants, and bring back useful information to the spy master. The race continues onwards. You wait to hear more from the competitors. No patrician fog envoy stands before you, hopping frantically from one foot to another as they speak. The plague, Your Majesty, it's spreading. Why, I think I've been affected myself. Get them out of here. It's a bit late for that, Your Serene Highness. Half the kingdom is infected by now. You need to do something or we'll dance ourselves to death. This may look fun, but trust me, it's anything but. I think we vote C, right? I think we do C, everyone. I think we infect the nobility as a show of solidarity. Why can't we be a little silly around here, huh? Just being a little silly. Well, a little silly. You know, infect the nobility. Let's do it. Not everyone is keen to show solidarity. Still, it's the best way of showing the peasants that you're all in this together. You dance your way to the council chambers every day. I got an achievement, Dancing Queen. Then you dance your way to dinner, you dance back to bed, and in your sleep, your feet do a little jig. Eventually, the plague runs its natural course. Though, even the hint of a jaunty tune sends half the population into a frenzied panic. Many will never dance again. That's fine. One night, your wife shakes you awake. Look outside the window. What's going on? Come on, Your Majesty. Let's get you somewhere safe. No, I want to see. As you stare up, fascinated and terrified, there's a boom that shatters the window and shakes the wall. You're thrown back into the bed, glass shards embedded in your face and hands. And then peace descends once more. The sky darkens, though you're too busy picking glass from your face to notice. Your physician does his best, but you'll obviously be disfigured for life. These aren't the kind of scars that make you look dashing. They're the kind that lead to whispers behind your back. The mood in the council hall the next day is somber. It's terrible, Your Serene Highness. The comet we saw on the coast, it was a foretelling of doom. It landed within my land, so many citizens dead. My fields are one massive crater. We need help. Of course, we could help the patricians, but meteorite ore is well known for making incredible weaponry and armor. Our first priority should be gathering it. Alright, everyone. Alright. Are we doing spear? Oof. I'm fine with either. Y'all do whatever you want. I mean, y'all get more money if you vote C. Y'all get money for C. I think you do. C Fog, look, you're back up. You got all the money. I think just Fog gets the money. Okay. Honest said they abstained, so I'm ending the vote. Give me my money. By sea and storm, Your Serene Highness. My people suffer. You ignore us when we need your help? Instead of recovery efforts, your troop focus on gathering up scattered bits of space rock. It's all auctioned off to buyers in the Tesh and Kurth. Look at, see, you have money now. You're the richest person, Fog. Your esteemed highness, the famine in the coast grows worse and worse by the day. Riots are breaking out in all major townships, from Thalasis to Calport. Starving mobs are pillaging bakeries, granaries, and merchant houses. What are we to do? Send in the army. 500 goals to send in the army. Army! Send in the army to deal with the hungry people. Steel solves hunger. Alright, that is the vote. Grim-faced coastal soldiers break up the riots in brutal fashion, driving the starving peasants away and leaving dozens dead. Barricades are set up on major thoroughfares. Martial law has effectively been declared. This does help restore some order to the coast, but it does nothing to alleviate the famine, which worsens by the day. Peasants are resorting to eating grass and stripping bark from trees. Dramatic news from the boat race, Your Serene Highness. No Patrician Fog Envoy sent me a letter telling me everything. We begged for aid. My crew is turned against me. They're saying I'm working them too hard. There's no hope of winning anyway. Now they demand higher pay. They're threatening to throw me overboard. I beg for help. Every minute we argue, we lose time against the honest Swede. Depths below, he must step in. These sailors can't be allowed to disrupt the race like this. Absolutely not. If Fog Envoy couldn't control their own crew, it's their fault and they don't deserve to win. This has already hurt their chances of winning. Why should they be punished further? I have faith in XCOM. He doesn't want stability because his goal is to lower it. And I'm a fan of the true XCOM vote. The patricians are disgusted with the Queen's decision, But in the end, Fog Envoy bullies or cajoles their crew into carrying on. Even better for them, Grandee Swede sailors have caught wind of what happened and put down their oars in solidarity. The delay slows them down considerably. They're well ahead of Honor Sweden. The race is nearly over. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council hall, smothering a small child in your arms. The council is filled with a nervous silence. My daughter. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cement the stability of the kingdom. Your Holiness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of her daughter. What is her name? Zhoya II. We are blessed, Your Highness. I'm sure little Zhoya II will be a chip off the old block. Everyone, auction time. It's lower or raise stability is what everyone wants to do. Starting the auction now. What are y'all doing spending 100, 150? Y'all want to be rich for the later sessions, right? Go back to spending 1. Y'all just spending way too much. I'm assuming stability went up and down. Yep, stability up, stability and down. Patricians can rebel. Your Grace, lamentably there have been some strange things happening in the newly built bazaar, but I'd rather keep it quiet for now. I'll keep it quiet for now. Thank you, Your Majesty. Odd symbols being painted on bricks of the Grand Bazaar, and no one knows where they're coming from, but those who stare at them grow restless and flee. What should we do? Just paint over them. Count Alex hires some peasants to give them a fresh look of paint. As soon as new symbols appear the next dawn, they are painted over before midday. That went smoother than I expected. Hopefully this was the last we'll hear of it. The coastal boat race is nearly at a close. I'm pleased to announce that Noble Patrician Fog Envoy is all set to win, just as the Queen expected. Most excellent. How exciting! This race is truly of the utmost importance. On a completely unrelated note, I have a shipment of silver that is due to intercept the racers any day now. If my ship got in the way, who knows what could happen. I dare say the race's outcome could be altered. Of course, I could be convinced to alter the shipment's routes instead. Your August Majesty, we must put a stop to this shameless attempt to sabotage the race. Everyone 500 gold for this one. $500 gold for B is all I'm saying. It's not, they're gonna block your way, alright? So, the honest Swede loses all of his money. I think. But my silver shipment will have to be diverted. It'll be late. That's what you get for trying to interfere. Soon, nobles and peasants alike are at the finish line, watching breathlessly as the winner arrive, and it's Noble Patrician Fog Envoy. Marvelous! No one can beat a patrician in a boat race. I could have done it better. I could have not done it without generous sponsorship from Queen Zhoya. Now pay up, the honest Swede. Damn it, I can't even stand to look at fish anymore. I don't know what's happened to my sea legs. Thank you very much. Perhaps you'd like a rematch in a year's time? No, I'm never setting foot on a boat again, you salty sea urchin. Your August Majesty, I'm delighted to report you bet on the correct outcome. Congratulations, indeed. Back on the coast, merchants flock to investigate Fog Envoy's boat. and use their sailing techniques to improve their own craft. Though the race is over, it's gripped the kingdom. Similar bets have taken place as far as Saul and Kurth, some successful and others ending in watery deaths. After the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a peacekeeper. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom is peaceful and you're renowned for your mercy and wisdom. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down the noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles wouldn't dare overthrow you. My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat their schemes with schemes of our own. But the chancellor has other ideas. A wise decision, your majesty. I'll begin recruiting spies. We'll send them across the kingdom in the guise of traveling bards. But this will require a fine touch. Your priority is to raise kingdom stability and overall trade as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion. That's taxes enough. Polishman, welcome. I might be playing another game after this. The thing is, there are about 18 King of the Castle streamers on right now, so the views are divided. All goes according to your plan, your majesty. Let me show you. Your spy master takes you through a secret passage in your own private office. You emerge in a hidden chamber where a number of hooded figures are waiting. These are my agents. They can blend into a crowd as effortlessly, or they can slip a knife between a traitor's ribs. Don't worry about it. The palace is riddled with secrets, passages, and hidden rooms. I keep track of them for you. Soon as our spies infiltrate the courts of the nobles on your council, disguised as traveling bards. One of the spies tosses aside her cloak, revealing a lute and colorful costume of a troubadour. With charm and flattery, they'll worm their way into nobles' hearts and minds, and then we'll have a spy network the likes of which the world has never seen. I hope to make even the Gaunt of Tavilion look like rank amateurs. This should put a stop to their foolish schemes, and it will keep the kingdom stable for the rest of your reign. A little blackmail is a small price to pay. A week passes before you hear more news. Your spy master arrives in your office with a tiny scroll, small as a cherry stem, clutched between two fingertips. This message is from one of our agents in the field, your majesty. I sent her to Grandee Swede's manor disguised as a caroler, armed with the lute and a book of hymns. Open it. Of course. The spy master studies the scroll for a moment. A smile creeps across her face. She holds it over a candle flame and it vanishes into a puff of cinders. She's been welcomed into the Grandee Swede's court with open arms. She's already flattering him with fawning songs. Let's hope our other spies are just as successful. Over the next few weeks, you'll receive back from more and more of your agents. Almost all of them successfully wormed their way into nobles' courts. Now we must hope they can maintain their cover. A few more weeks pass and you anxiously await for news of your spy's progress. One day your spy master appears at your desk, her face lit by a triumphant smirk. Good news, your majesty. Our spies have uncovered some of your nobles' darkest secrets. Did you know Grandee Swede has an irrational fear of lemons? You do now. We even have a few illicit romances between the nobles and our generic attractive bards. The blackmail writes itself. This has gone better than I expected. You do enjoy the services of an excellent spy master. But we can't get complacent. We must see if our other spies are equally successful. Over the next few weeks, your spies send back more and more positive reports. Soon you've established a spy network throughout the entire kingdom. With a sense of smugness with a sense of smugness you call your next council session. As the nobles file in, you realize you know all their secrets, their weaknesses, everything. Listen, your majesty. I was thinking that taxes have been awfully high lately. Why don't we hold a vote on reducing them? But as a noble walks up to the ballot box, your spy master swoops in and takes them aside. She whispers something in their ear. One by one, you watch as their expression turns to horror. By the knife, how did you know that? Only my mother knows that. And it can stay that way. Just vote the way we tell you to vote. I destroyed the evidence. You can't prove anything. You'd be surprised what I can prove. I know exactly where to dig. And if you vote the way I tell you, maybe I'll misplace my shovel. Hey, care for some lemonade? Leave me alone. I'll do whatever you say. That's the best one, the lemon one. Sure enough, when the votes come back, it's unanimous. All the nobles, for perhaps the first time, have voted exactly the way you wanted them. About time. When you leave the council hall, the nobles are quiet. They know a new era has begun, an era of cooperation, or else. Your wife meets you back at your chambers, your heir Zhoya II in her arms. Most pleasing. I'm not sure what just happened, but I've never seen the nobles look so scared. This is where my reign really begins. I can't wait to see what you have planned. That night you sleep in untroubled sleep for the first time since you first sat on the throne. No matter their grievances, the nobles will never again dare to defy you. You simply need to mention offhandedly that you know what they did last winter, or you know where they slept that night. The patricians' attempt to buy the kingdom ended in failure. Bankruptcies were filled. Marks were scratched in secret ledgers. The risk-reward calculus wasn't favorable. Perhaps next time. The grandees prayed and prayed for a miracle to place Cardosa on her rightful place on the throne, but no miracle came. The counts celebrated their victory, and Zhoya was venerated as a true hero of the East. But some whispered that the counts were losing their control and their puppet as the queen consolidated her power around her heir, Prince Zhoya II. Princess Zhoya II. Queen Zhoya ruled from the shadows, getting her way in the council with blackmail and threats. The nobles were terrified, but the peasants considered it a golden age. After 15 years of unquestioned rule, Queen Zhoya died peacefully in the bed, and the nobles let out a collective sigh of relief. Yeah, I completed my scheme, so each faction has their own scheme, and I also have my own scheme. That was actually kind of quick, 2 years, 9 months. You got the richest noble being Fog Envoy and the poorest is Swede. And here are the stats for the next session. Alright, I'm going to be playing one more. Everyone, you know, it's ! join, space your pronouns to join. Welcome, Polishman, welcome.